Greetings and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trumpetmcool TV. It is Thursday, November 6th. This is DayKnight Time, episode 34. My name is ZeroLambda. I am not Trumpetmcool, if you haven't gathered by my voice already. I'm going to be hosting. Trumpet is out this weekend. He's going to Blizzcon. He actually flew out this morning, and so hopefully that will go well. Sounds like a lot of fun. Wish I could go myself. But unfortunately, the funds don't allow that. So, alright. If you're new to the stream, you can join us in the Hangout by typing !Hangout in the chat, and that should post a link. And that's not updated right now. He told me to say that, so I did. There you go. And today, we'll have Travis managing the game invites, and bringing us the weekly schedule will be Omega. And of course, as always, thank you to Sarah and Steph for organizing the Hangout, getting everybody together before the show starts. And yeah, so let's throw it over to Mr. Omega for the update. And there. All right.
Okay, so I'm structuring this slightly differently than he usually does, but it's all basically the same information. So if you've heard this before, turn your brain off. The rest of you pay attention. So DayKnight Weekly Update. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Day9 Dailies. What has Day9 been up to? What did you miss this past weekend if you weren't paying any attention at all? I've been there. It happens. Mostly walking. The two Seans and Bill circle continued, actually. Quest for Glory. I will check some of that out. Lots of fun. Do check that out. Find it over the same place you find the Day9 TV pods, or everything else, really. Bomber vs. Jadong analysis, also a very good daily. And nothing else, because he's casting at Blizzcon, which you should be watching this weekend. Why don't you? You should. Anyway, other stuff that's going on, we have 4 hangouts. We have the Writers' Hangout that always occurs on Wednesday. NaNoWriMo is going on. I myself, as well as a number of other Day Knights, are participating in that, writing books. Generally not, generally hitting lots of mind blocks and getting frustrated about things that normal people don't think about, like why their character suddenly decided that they had to have lunch right then. Kind of just broke the flow. But that's nothing you can do about it. DayKnight Time, which you kind of already know about, that's why you're here. Last time we played, they played Time to Sail. It was cool. We're going to do Monobattles tonight. You know that, so we're moving on. And then, of course, 7 p.m. PST, we have both Friday night and music night. Friday night is just a normal standard hangout where people play stuff. It's fun. And the other one is a music hangout for people who are inclined for that sort of thing. They're not streamed. The other one is not streamed on Twitch. I don't think the other one is either. I don't have a link. If it is, my bad. Somebody tell me that. It's not in the notes. I just go with the notes. Next, we have shows. We have Bottoms Up. This occurs bi-weekly. It will actually occur November 8th, as in Saturday, as in 5 p.m. PDT. Check it out, where Threx, nomikkh, and Cerebral will basically be doing the State of the Game Light. I'm just kidding. Just an interactive esports competitive gaming show from the perspective of people in gold and below. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. And let's see here. We also have the D&D campaigns. Surprisingly, both D&D campaigns had essentially nothing happen for similar reasons. So, Fall of the Silver Templars, with nomikkh as the DM. There was a missing player, me, because I was sick, so they couldn't really do anything. They just did some reconnaissance and then hung out and played Terraria for like a couple hours. It was cool for them, I imagine. We'll be continuing that Sunday morning, 11 a.m. PST over at twitch.tv/nomikkh when we have a stream set up, which right now we don't. We'll get there eventually. Horde of the Dragon Queen, run by Shmegegi. 5e campaign that takes place on the Sword Coast, where players are pursuing the cult of the dragon and prevent Tiamat's return. While following the raiders' tracks, the adventurers found not one, but 2 camps of stragglers. The raiding party, and apparently the internet died. That's the notes I got, so that doesn't happen next time. That's Sunday evening at 4 p.m. PDT. Lastly, we have SE2 community events, DayKnight Showmatches. You guys know what those are. Best of 3s, best of 5s, people from the DayKnight community playing each other for fun. If you're interested, check out the forums, specifically under the StarCraft 2 general section. Those are usually streamed over at twitch.tv/omega068, as in my channel. And of course, we have the Fun Day Money Tournament that's going on, which is run by Manbon. That is I think in round 3, I want to say right now. And we'll be casting select games with that, along with ZeroLambda and Manbon, presuming he doesn't fall asleep this time. Probably on Sunday. We're still working out a time, though, so stay tuned. And lastly, of course, future events. We have the AHGL, everybody's favorite league for people who work. Cutoff sign-up time is November 14th. You check it out if you're interested in playing, and if you're not, you should check it out anyway, because it's entertaining to watch people play. And finally, of course, the Day Night Festival, which is going to be hosted by GM Faustus, and it's just going to be people coming together and playing a marathon of random StarCraft stuff all day. It's going to be fun. I'll be adminning for that. That'll be an interesting experience, but I think it'll still be fun. And that pretty much does it for the update.
All right. Thank you, sir. So everybody say hi. Hello. We're all here. Hello. Hi. You can speak. Yay.
Sort of amazing.
Okay. All right. So moving in, we shall have the icebreaker question. Something Anthony and I came up over the weekend that just made sense. What are you looking most forward to at BlizzCon this weekend?
Oh man, you're gonna make me choose?
I am going to make you choose.
You monster.
All right, which one of your children is your favorite? Come on, tell us.
Okay, so I'll start. I'm looking forward to discussion about the Void, where they discuss how the only Zerg unit left in this expansion will be the Swarm Host. It will be Tier 1 in cost like 50 minerals, and everything else will be removed.
Lucas will be able to chef.
I was actually just hoping they would announce a new Zerg air unit that does the same thing but flies, and they have to pay 25 minerals for each locust that comes out. You can only have 8 at a time, and they fly in circles like this.
So like a carrier.
And when you build it, for some reason the audio got mixed
And
up.
then no one will ever build it again. It'll be great.
Swarm host has arrived.
It's actually just an infested carrier. That's all it is.
Infested carrier.
Infested
I love
carrier.
No.
Well, would you call those then
More.
the interceptors? Would you call them infestorceptors?
I guess so.
Bunch of little tiny like dirt festers flying around.
Or even the Carbot ones.
Yes.
The Carbot ones, yes.
For some reason, I want to call them man-bonceptors because they are going to be trolling.
So it's just that little smiley face that.
Yeah.
Those are the beams that they shoot. They're made of smiley faces.
You know, they might not be that effective in gameplay-wise, but they're going to make your opponent really mad. Because they're going to be smirky and making them laugh every time they attack.
Oh man.
Wow.
Anyway.
They have to make us laugh as their sound, like when they fire, just that laugh. I can't do it.
No, it's just,
You all know what I mean.
No, it's Sean's laugh. When Sean, when Sean's just like losing his shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like over and over and over again.
Yeah, when he starts laughing and it just won't come out anymore.
Yeah.
His face turns really red and he's just in his chair.
Yep, that laugh.
So, Hanuti
To
Ram.
have a mic in front of you while you're playing, and you have to actually laugh aloud to the mic in order to kill it.
You have to yell at it?
Yeah, you have to yell at it into a mic.
You have to mute it.
Okay.
That spiraled out of control real quick.
Yeah.
So,
So I was the person who talked over him on accident. Do you have anything else you want to add to that? Or is that your final answer?
So out of all the Blizzard properties, I'm looking forward to details in the expansion most. So, I mean, there is a bit of truth laced within that particular answer of silliness. There's not a whole lot out. And WCS, of course. Very interested to see how that goes.
Quit stealing all my answers, Travis.
Right?
And also, news about Heroes of the Storm or Hearthstone. I mean, I'm looking
Are you just excited about everything? He said one. He said most.
You've now named everything. Is there any content you haven't listed?
I'm looking forward to the after show as well. The band.
The closing ceremony.
Oh, we haven't touched WoW yet.
No, I'm not going to touch WoW.
So can we say, is it safe to say that you're looking forward to BlizzCon on BlizzCon?
Yes.
BlizzCon minus WoW.
Okay.
No.
It's all equal except WoW.
I'm going to say something that is interesting. When you look at the schedule, they know that not only does that attitude exist, but it goes in reverse as well.
They don't care about the rest.
At the end of Saturday, there is only the BlizzCon SC2 final and a bunch of WoWcraft stuff.
Nice.
They just know that those people don't give two shits about the finals. They just don't. Likewise, we don't care either, so it's fine.
Well, StarCraft guys will watch StarCraft, and the World of Warcraft guys will watch World of Warcraft, and never shall the two mingle.
Right.
Well,
Except at the Heroes of the Storm panel.
Water and oil, man.
in this case, they actually might, because they get an expansion in like 10 days, so they know all the shit they're getting. So they're going to wander off in other sections, because they're going to be like, well, we know this already, so...
Call it Star of Worldcraft.
Star Worldcraft.
Yeah.
Star Worldcraft takes place on Sanctuary.
Well, then, Kerrigan.
Okay, so out of BlizzCon, what I'm most excited about this year is they're due for an announcement for a new project. Like, it's time that they dropped another project, and I just have this gut feeling that this BlizzCon is going to be the BlizzCon where they drop this big announcement about like a new project that they're working on, because they've already said that
with another major game developing company. Surprise!
they've already announced that they're dropping Project Titan, I think. Yeah. They said, they're like, we're not doing it. We're not going to talk about it ever again. We've scrapped it. We don't like it. We're done. But that's not to say that they don't have another big kind of project lined up. Or they'll announce that they've finally got a release date for Hearthstone for Android, so I can play it on the toilet.
Oh yeah.
That would be what I'm most excited for. I'm waiting for that announcement. Release date, Hearthstone, Android. That's what I'm most excited for. That, and I have a concert on Saturday. So I'm most excited for BlizzCon, the fact that I'm apparently not going to watch any of it on Saturday because I have a dress rehearsal in the morning, and then I'm singing at a top 10 performing arts center in the world in the evening. So there you go.
Get the live replays for 2 weeks
Busy.
after.
That's true. You can watch it later.
It'll all be on videos on demand or YouTube, I'm sure, somewhere.
Oh yeah, I love StarCraft Tosh. The sequel to StarCraft Nova that never happened.
Bad mojo and
Just keep twisting the knife. Twisting the knife.
Oh, this is too perfect.
Well, how about you then, Omega?
Well, for me, it's two things primarily, which is they have two panels that are what's next, and they're one for StarCraft and one for Diablo. And they're vague enough that they could be like, this is the next expansion, this is what we want to do. Or they could be like, well, sound design is awesome. Here's things we're doing for the next game in terms of sound design. It's cool. We're going to talk about sound effects. So, in other words, we could learn nothing at those, or tons of stuff. They're both 1 hour long, and I'm like, just super curious. Other than that, though, it's just the competitions. I really want to see Heroes of the Storm played by pros. There's not really been a big official event for that. It's going to be something new, something different. And, of course, some StarCraft nerds, so... Biggest tournament of the year.
I wonder what gave us... How do we get that impression? Maybe.
Actually, any potential announcements on Legacy of the Void rank top, mostly because of this weird thing they did with the virtual ticket, where they're like, here's what you get for this game, here's what you get for this game, here's what you get for StarCraft, it's 2 portraits, here's one of them, the other one's blurred out, and then they gave it to us 2 weeks beforehand, no fancy announcement, it's like, it's Matriarch of the Dark Templar, and I'm like, who's this person? I've never heard their name before. I want to see some explanation of what that was about.
Right. We go up and choke one of the devs. Tell me! What is this? I must know! It's been too long! We're running dry!
No. Basically, I want to know what that was all about.
For that.
But more likely, and I think DayKnight has said this, but yeah, it's probably more likely that they're just going to talk about the Hearthstone expansion, because
I hope not.
they're likely coming sooner at this point.
Soon. It's true.
Trademark.
They got to add cards soon. They're going to start running out of steam if they don't.
I know, but I personally think that they're going to add new cards like next March, 2015 March, or some time like that.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah,
I'd be suspicious it's sooner than that. Ben Brody was talking about how all his favorite cards are not yet released in the stream this last weekend, so I would not be surprised if that's an announcement coming up. She's already
It's just say that I would expect both of them, but if there is anything on Legacy of the Void, it's going to be much further out, I feel. So, this will be like, here's some concepts for multiplayer units that we probably won't add because they're broken as all get out.
We're bringing back the war now, guys.
Speaking of Hearthstone, I want to see Kalexi hero card or a unit card that actually, puts a random unit into a ember case so that it doesn't get damaged. Because that mechanic really pissed me off while playing WoW. Or sing and kill everyone.
You're saying it pissed you off, so you want to do it to other people.
Yeah, like you put a card and it does a battle cry encasing a dude into an ember.
Now, is this random or is this a specific target?
It's probably, or maybe how about this? They have this cards like, if you have the card up for more than 3 turns, it encases a dude inside the ember because
why not?
Because we don't really have that kind of mechanic yet in game, and
be like Big Hunter, only like more irritating because instead of like just clearing it off the board so you can play another minion there, it just encases it and it just occupies a minion spot on the board.
Yeah, it does nothing.
That'd be super annoying.
Dead slot. That would suck.
May I say that the most, the thing that I'm looking forward to in BlizzCon?
Mm-hmm.
I really like World of Warcraft and most of every other franchise that Blizzard has spewed out over the course of their lifespan, but I'm really, in core, an RTS game fan, so I'm really hyped about how, or if they will release any new information about Legacy of the Void, especially Protoss, because I've been a Protoss fan since I was like 9, I think.
Me too.
So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, Protoss is in here, man.
And I really want to see the
Protoss,
conclusion
man.
of how they wrap up the game storyline, because that's really going to give me a context of how to evaluate the storyline they went through so far, because it is not yet concluded. So I like the story so far, but I don't want to see Mass Effect 3 again.
I want to see more Purpley Kerrigan. Back.
Purpley Kerrigan.
I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see some Kerrigan. I mean, yeah.
See,
I think they're going to kind of take it in a different direction. So they said that.
Let's put it this way: when Heart of the Swarm came out, I watched the special features DVD, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were talking about how when they were initially doing the animation for Kerrigan, she looked too much like a dude. So they got one of the they got one of the
Joe Big that was a problem in the final release.
yeah, and so they got one of the women that worked in the office that wore high heels all the time to like walk up and down stairs for them so they could videotape her so they could like make Kerrigan walk like she's on heels. And I think that team, it was like 2 dudes They came with the best idea ever. Hey.
Good story or an awkward story?
Stephanie's just like turning red, not saying anything and just turning red.
The red is actually the lighting. I've been this color the whole time, but I'm just...
Okay.
Threxor's imagination is taking over his eyes. Look, something's happening. No, it's not.
I'm like pseudo shade blind, so it happens.
Oh, never mind then.
Look, red and pink almost look identical to me.
Aww.
It's funny because my wife works with colors, and like she has to be able to tell very minute shades apart from each other. So she'll be like, "This is a light red. This is red." And I'm like, "They're both red." They look the exact effing same. No, this one is slightly lighter than the other one.
So, what did the two guys do with high heels?
Oh, they did kind of like where they just kind of did stop capture, or not stop capture, but they did motion capture on this woman walking in high heels, so that when they tried to animate Kerrigan walking in her stiletto feet, they could get the moves.
That story kind of sad because I was expecting the two guys to be wearing high heels and walking up and down. Because
They probably tried that first. Then realized that bad reference is still a bad reference.
They broke a couple.
That was the original problem.
We just like his leg just snapped in half.
We gotta get somebody else to do this, guys.
How would Kerrigan evolving high heels be like beneficial at all? I feel like
they're weapons. When she kicks, like if she thrust kicks, that's an impaling.
It's kind of
over.
Dude,
I've had much time to think about this. Okay.
Didn't you see Bayonetta? Those things are deadly.
Oh yeah. Well, those things fire bullets.
She probably does too.
Not true.
She can probably like make side blade out of her high heels or something like that.
Right.
She's just not using it. she's like saving it for the dark voice or whatever his face is. Like a surprise weapon.
In the voyage, fully rips off that heel, turns it into a blade, and stabs somebody.
Yeah.
No, it's like the Hydralisk spines. It just.
Oh god.
Well, who hasn't answered yet?
I have not. Am I the last one? I'm totally lost.
All right, we'll start with Raynet first.
All right, so
we'll move down the rest.
I'm mostly looking forward to the tournaments. That's most of what I'll be watching. But I'm curious what they'll be announcing. I kind of think that Day9 might be right with the Hearthstone card release being kind of a big major announcement that's coming up. But I'd be excited about that. But I'd be happy about anything else too. So. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I guess that leaves me.
Yes.
Cool. For BlizzCon, the only thing I really want to watch really hardcore is the StarCraft WCS finals, because I haven't seen a StarCraft tournament in a very long time because of college and stuff. So it'll be a nice, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a throwback because it hasn't actually been that long, but one of those things where it's like, oh, I remember watching StarCraft tournaments. That and if there's stuff on Legacy of the Void, obviously that's highest priority, but I'm not sure if there will be yet, so I'm hedging.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel your pain with catching the tournaments and stuff now too. It's while I was unemployed, I had plenty of time to mess with that stuff, and now it's I gotta do a full-time job. I gotta miss WCS. No more GSL.
I'll be wandering around town because I have too many things to do and trying to watch Twitter for updates on the tournaments, and then I'm like, screw this. All right, I'm pulling up Twitch, and then I'm watching. So I'm watching the tournaments on Twitch.
Right.
When I'm at a wedding reception. I mean,
you're the person on your phone going,
Go Bomber!
Go Bomber!
In the middle of the wedding.
Listen, guys. I'm really happy for you, but this is happening.
Speak now! Speak now or forever hold your peace.
That's for going into Game 5, and I really need to be watching.
Anybody who does not approve these wives to be married matrimonied, speak now. No!
do that.
In my defense, the wedding reception that I'm referring to, that particular fan also is a StarCraft player. So when I mentioned that what tournament I was watching, he's like, it's all good. Just go.
Yeah. You got excused from a wedding. That's pretty awesome.
Well, at the reception.
Oh, the reception. Okay, I was going to say the wedding. Wow, they must really...
during the wedding. I was good. I was too excited for him getting married to be watching it. But as soon as the ceremony was over, I'm like, come on Twitter, come on, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. And then everybody on Twitter was too busy watching the tournament to actually be tweeting about it. And I'm just like, God! You need to know!
It's actually God?
What about you then, right? I don't think you or Sarah said...
Yeah, what about you, Steph? I mean, you said you were going to be kind of busy this weekend, but what are you looking forward to catching up on when you get back to it?
The WCS is the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
Oh, okay.
When I have an opportunity to catch.
Who are you rooting for?
Fuck, now I have to remember who's in it. I'm already dead. Help, who's in it?
I like
Koreans! That Korean player.
My default is there a foreigner playing? Yes? Alright, that's what I'm rooting for.
You know, after...
There's Terrence, a Protoss, and a Zerg.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty Terran-heavy.
If you're a Terran fan, it's a great tournament.
Terran's pretty strong right now.
Yeah, they made it pretty far.
I have to admit, they do usually have the most interesting mirror matches, so I'm a little kind of okay with that.
But I'm upset about it, but Terran is definitely looking strong right now.
It's like, if it was a bunch of Zerg mirror matches, I'd be like, this could be over so fast.
Right.
Or it would last for hours.
I don't know.
Well, the end of it was like...
Yeah.
It's like, the finals were like 3 Zerg and 1 Protoss, and that Protoss is like Naniwa or something stupid, and like the 3 Zerg, it's like 6 pull, 6 pull, 6 pull, 6 pull, 6 pull done. And like the finals, like guess he won.
The record shows.
Bomber versus MMA, Hero versus Classic, so it's a TVT, a PvP. Sam versus Life, PvZ, and Tasia versus Innovation, that's TVT.
Life is the only Zerg.
Life is the only Zerg, and he's got a decent chance of becoming extinct if he's not careful.
Would you say that he would lose his life?
You look so proud of yourself when you do that.
Like, it's been well over a month since I've had one of those. I was due, damn it.
Fair enough. But it was very apparent.
That was a sensational pun.
Steph.
What did you say, Steph?
I want to see Hero Life Grand Finals.
Hero versus Life.
That would be amazing.
That would be incredible.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Actually, wait, have they ever played in the final before? I feel like they haven't.
Versus each other? I don't think so, but they...
There is a substantial chance of Innovation versus Bomber happening, which is a little bit like, classic GSL, all Terrans, all the time.
Right.
I want to see Bomber build anything.
I want to see that too. I would be happy to see that.
Well, I've got some bad news for you.
I know basically that StarCraft is a bit of a micro and macro battle, essentially. But, you know, I don't really like Koreans clashing against each other because they play so generically, but they micro and macro very well, so that's really exciting to see. But they don't really get out of their comfort zone. They just drops or stuff like that, and it just goes on and on.
We lost all of the Koreans that do that. They just died.
Yeah,
I know.
Long Stardust, they're all gone.
I was really not a fan of Korean pro gamers because of that aspect for a very long time. It's like, oh my god, how they're doing that, but that's just so stupid. What are they doing? they're doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, that drop failed, and he drops again, and drops again, and again, and again. Oh, look, this time he won, because the drop actually worked. But now...
I played games like that against people.
God.
I held off 3 drops. The 7th one killed me.
Oh no. Well, then we come to Sarah. How about you? I know you're pretty into heroes lately. Are you into World of Warcraft? I forget if you play it or not.
I am not into World of Warcraft, so I have no real connection to that aspect of the BlizzCon. But I'm looking forward to seeing some really good people play heroes. That's something I'm very excited about. Of course, WCS. I haven't really looked at the schedule for the panels, but I might try and see if I can catch some of those if they're shown on the virtual ticket. I got the virtual ticket and then forgot about it and haven't really looked into what exactly it does yet. So
right. I got this thing. I don't know what it does.
Yeah, exactly.
So the virtual ticket, the virtual ticket, because they're doing the same setup they did last year. The virtual ticket, you get live access to all the events, as if you were watching them on DirecTV.
Okay.
Plus, after about an hour or two after the event's done, you can go back and watch it again and again and again for up to 2 weeks afterwards. You just go to BlizzCon.com, Blizzard something, whatever the website is for BlizzCon, and you log in with your BattleNet info, and you can get access to the VODs for up to 2 weeks. So
cool.
Nice.
It works just like streaming on Twitch. You just go to the venue that you want to see, and you start playing it. And if it's live, you get the live version. If it's
and if you're subscribed, you watch the VOD.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. Now we know.
Reminder, 2 things. Essentially, the virtual ticket comes with a ton of shinies for every Blizzard game, essentially.
Yes, they do.
And also, if you were subscribed to WCS and GSL events, there's like a portrait that they're going to give you in-game, but the way they do that is kind of weird. You have to like go into Twitch, go into your messages, look up this thing, copy this code into your account. So it's possible to miss it entirely, which is why I'm pointing that out.
Ah, good to know.
I'm just gonna say I got my Gromash Morlock pet, and it looks...
It looks dope.
It don't really do. It's pretty powerful.
Yeah, there was 2 portraits that they threw in for StarCraft. There was a set of transmogs for Diablo 3, which were actually Warlords of Draenor based, I think. There was the Murloc Gromash thing that they gave you for Warcraft. The card back that was BlizzCon themed, and Heroes probably got more cool looking stuff, which was a portrait.
I have to say, I love the Heroes
it's
swag.
like all blue and see-through.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's so
I
good.
love the Heroes of the Storm merchandise.
Yeah,
if
it's
I
like
can play it.
Yeah, one day we'll be able to use it too.
The second I bought it, I was like, didn't realize it was in game, and then I was clicking around and went, oh look where it is. It's cool. Looks awesome.
I'm personally huge on the cosmetic stuff, so when we get our virtual ticket, it goes under my wife's account because she loves like the little dudes and the costumes and the flag things and Diablo, like all that stuff. She's down for it. I'm just like, yeah, sure, you can get all that crap. I don't care.
Well, you're watching on the same screen, right? So.
Yeah, well, we usually have like, my living room's right there with my TV, and every time, without even thinking about it, I'm about to talk about my TV, I go like this, because I'm looking right at the TV right now, instinctively. But yeah, we'll have like one stream there, we'll have like some streams on my 2 monitors, which are like here and here.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have like all sorts of different viewpoints of the things going on. It'll be like a media experience. It'll be good.
Experience.
Just, yeah. I was gonna say, it also sounds vaguely similar to editing setups for streaming events, but more calm and less stressful.
Yes,
much less.
Oh my goodness, it's breaking. Oh.
Well, see, that could happen too, though.
Yes.
And that's just as bad. Oh god, it's breaking. It's breaking.
There are all of my monitors black. No. Oh my god. I'm missing the most exciting
What
moment.
happened?
Nightmares. The kind of nightmares you have before the BlizzCon.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention too. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to hearing about at BlizzCon is the rework that they're doing on Summoner's Rift in League of Legends. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I do kind of hope at some point they actually make a half-size version of that map and just put it in Heroes. Redesign it a bit. Maybe make it Marsara themed, but it's the exact map.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yes, I can.
Pokemon was fun.
Awesome.
Pokemon, gotta catch
That just
up.
happened. We just broke into show tunes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's just going to mute the stream. No.
Isn't that the apocalypse condition? We've hit it. We're done.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're still putting the apocalypse through process. We've
No.
Right.
we got them on the weekend. You gotta wait till the. There was a delay, and then a bunch of people went on strike. I mean, you never know. It's busy up there in the Celestial
You
Brothers.
just don't know. You just don't know. No clue. Alright, cool. So I think it's time for some Monobattles. Oh no!
Okay. You know what?
Oh, what, Rex? No!
Oh shit!
Everybody that's against
I
member
can't take them anymore. I'm out of energy.
Bailing! Snipe time!
Look out, Rex!
I got it!
Yes!
Right, and then we'll all just do it.